We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 29, Smith. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Geno down to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They run again with Morris. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. I do think they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Fields. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd and 10, Smith. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's Morris. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
From the 50, here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Lyons. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, it's Fields. He dumps it off to Morris. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with big-time pick 6.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. a first down throw. Fields under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throwing on third down, Smith. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The Vikings sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Drop 50, drop 50. Rig.
Throwing now is Geno. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will score. Touchdown.
When you play one of these talents, you've got to be able to wrap him and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big match. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now here's the option play going left. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 17 yards out, and the Bears have regained the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 17-14.
Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They run again on 1st down. Cook taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 6-18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Geno. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and we can get some field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Having only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
They begin the drive with Morris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On first down, Fields.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Evades him at the 10. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks, and it'll be intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter. Ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Cook again.
They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On the jump.
Cook following the penalty.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Smith.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the pistol, they run it with Cook.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 140 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Cook again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's what warmed the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I don't think that...
And he'll get it! Touchdown, Minnesota!
Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Gano's kick is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out there in the rest of 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball. After that, they didn't even get a first down.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out,
he's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it with Morris. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none-two plays, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
50 Bobcats! 50 Bobcats! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! Ready?
Smith. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Let's go. 19 right. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.